Hey guys, it's Mike Rowe. Last I checked, we have $1.3 trillion in student loans currently on the books. It's getting worse every day. And it seems like we're just lending money we don't have to kids who are never going to be able to pay it back, to educate them in many cases for jobs that don't exist anymore. There are lots of other educational opportunities aside from a four-year degree, and my foundation focuses mainly on shining a light on some of those other alternatives, as well as calling attention to a couple million good jobs that currently exist that people aren't excited about pursuing. I'm wondering if anybody has a plan to change the conversation of what a good job is in the 21st century.
The first thing I would do is break up the monopoly of the Department of Education by eliminating it at the federal level. The second thing, instead of doing the Bernie Sanders thing, here's something for free, when there really is no free lunch, what we ought to do is first ask ourselves, why is the price of education so high? Think of the two things in the economy. Think of the two sectors of the economy where the prices rise more rapidly than any other sector. Healthcare and education. What do they have in common? The government. There is every reason to believe that if we would expand and open up and allow competition in higher education, that because of the internet and because of online courses, the price per pupil and the price per class should come down dramatically. But it doesn't. Look at your universities, even all the ones at the state universities here and in Kentucky and elsewhere. The price is the same whether you take an online course or whether you're there in brick and mortar. The internet has the ability to dramatically lower the price of the cost of secondary education, particularly for people who are going back to school. I was in Waterloo today in a barber shop, and his wife is getting a master's and going back to school. Her education should be 1/10 of the cost she's paying if we allowed the marketplace to bring the prices down. The other thing we can do is, instead of saying, hey, it's free, which really means someone you can't see is paying for it, but instead of making it free, I do believe we could make it tax deductible based on your work. So what I would allow people to do is not only deduct the interest, I'd let you deduct the principal and the interest over your entire working career, because going to college is a work expense, and I think ought to be treated as such and be deductible.